Count Corla, and with your permission I will speak to the different amendments as a group and respond back to them all. A number of these amendments, as I said, have been grouped together, covering a report on the abolition or replacement of the universal social charge, as submitted by deputies from People Before Profit and the Rural Independent Group, and a report on the introduction of a 43% income tax rate on individuals earning over €100,000, as put forward by the Social Democrat deputies here this evening. There are a number of significant issues that do arise from the proposals. For example, these include significant exchequer costs, the erosion of our tax base, and adverse impacts on the competitiveness of our tax code. In relation to the proposal submitted by People Before Profit to abolish the universal social charge, it is estimated that this would cost approximately €5 billion in a full year. This suggestion to replace the USC with a high-income social charge of 10% on all earnings over €90,000 would yield approximately €2 billion in a full year. This would give rise to a shortfall of €3 billion across the same year. It is estimated that it would be necessary to place an additional charge of around 26% on all earnings over €90,000 in order to raise an equivalent level of revenue for the proposal to be cost neutral to the Exchequer. Turning to the Rural Independent Group's proposal to abolish the USC for those earning less than €70,000 and replace it with a national solidarity tax on those earning in excess of €150,000 for that year, I do note that the deputies have not specified the rate of the new tax that would apply under the proposal. It is estimated by my department that the removal of the application of the USC and all incomes below €70,000 as suggested would cost in the region of €1.84 billion in a full year. Assuming no other policy changes to the structure of the charges, it's likely that if the new tax took the form of a new USC rate for those earning above €150,000, it would need to be as high as 24% for PAYE workers and 27% for self-employed income earners in order to raise the same level of revenue for the Exchequer and ensure this is cost neutral. These revenues do not take account of any behavioural changes. For example, the proposal would have the effect of increasing the top marginal tax rates from 52% and 55% to 68% and 71% of PAYE and self-employed income earners respectively. The Social Democrat deputies are seeking a report on the potential for the introduction of a 43% income tax rate on all individuals with incomes in excess of €100,000. I'm advised by Revenue that this proposal would yield approximately €365 million in the first year of introduction and €460 million in successive years. Around 132,500 taxpayer units will be impacted. Introducing a 43% income tax rate on income over €100,000 would increase the top income tax rate by 3 percentage points and would have the effect of increasing the top marginal rates of tax to 55% for all employees and 58% for the self-employed. As deputies, I hope recognise high marginal tax rates are a clear disincentive to work and could also affect our international competitiveness. Considerable progress made in recent years to restore our competitiveness, particularly at a time of high inflation, can't be taken for granted. We also, as deputies are aware, have a highly progressive tax code. 10% of income earners contribute around 60% of the total income tax and USC collected each year, and to put that in context, the bottom 80% of income earners will pay 20% of income tax and USC in 2023. This, as I have said on many occasions, indicates how progressive our personal income tax structure is, and this has been acknowledged by the IMF, the OECD and the ESRI. I note that the Rural Independent Group have also suggested raising money from companies whose net profits are in excess of €1.5 million per year. This could have serious consequences for the competitiveness of our corporation tax regime, with additional significant impacts for employment within our economy. To impose additional levies on corporate profits would involve increased complexity and would change the attractiveness of our corporate tax offering. It's not possible, I accept, to predict the effect that changes to the rate could have on the behaviour and decisions of large or multinational or domestic companies. So this uncertainty makes it difficult to bring a reliable estimate of additional yield that might accrue to the Exchequer. We are, as the House is aware, part of and signed up to the OECD international tax process at the moment, which I hope, with regard to the second pillar on a minimum effective tax rates, will yield an outcome soon. I appreciate, Count Corla, that Social Democratic deputies are seeking a report on the potential for the introduction of a 43% rate of income tax on all individuals with incomes above a certain level. However, to commission these reports could indicate an element of uncertainty as regards the future direction of government's income tax policy, and for all of those reasons, Count Corla, I'm not in a position to accept these amendments.
Thank you, Minister.